Okay. All right. Hi, I'm here today trying to set up a stream for the New England Conservatory. They're a huge, New England Conservatory is a really prestigious music school in the world. It's in Boston, and somehow I've convinced them that streaming is important. Streaming is where people are, and that we can educate via streaming. So I'm gonna be setting up a stream today, trying to get there. Let's get my other monitor not looking ridiculous. Doop, doop, doop. Where's all that info? There we go. Let's see. Seems like my combined chat is working. I'm going to pull these out on two different, and make it so I can keep track if you're there. Want to be able to talk to you, know you're there. Hey, JJ, you're back. You've done so much more. How you doing? Tell me all about it. What have you been doing while you're doing that? How's the audio sound? I'm in a totally different place, totally different setups. So, you know, fill me in. What's been going on? I'm trying to get this monster set up so I can keep track of you. Everything is good. Let's see, remind me. You had auditions last month. Trying to kick it. What were you playing again? Was that Brahms or Muschinsky? What was your your game on that? What do you mean so much more? What is that? Just while you're here, I'm going to tell you that my goal today, Brahms, you did movement 3 and 4 of the first sonata. Did you perform them? That's how you know you've got it, is when you ruin your life by performing in public and you realize, oh, wait a minute, it's not the end of the world if I make a mistake. I'm proud of you. That's great. You've done the whole sonata now. Oh, well, while we're at it, I think you can, I want to get your opinion on something. So I may have told you this before, but I work for New England Conservatory of Music. My shirt's looking a little wild here. I work for New England Conservatory of Music. It's in Boston. It's a little over 100 years old. I should check that. And I have convinced them to stream, to get the education out of just our buildings, but to put it out over live stream. So we're going to have access to all of our faculty here at the conservatory, and I'm going to be regularly streaming with them. I'm going to bring them into streams and educate people, clarinet teachers, violin teachers, guitar teachers, choral conductors, all kinds of stuff. I've got access to everybody. I can go to full orchestra rehearsals. It's going to get a little wild. So I'm looking for a name for this thing. Our marketing department would like a name. I thought NEC Live Learn was pretty good, live learning. Right now I'm using my personal accounts, but we're going to be switching over to NEC accounts sometime in the next few weeks. But I need a name. So any opinions? You got a name? The other thing is, on this stream, I got to set this joint up. It looks terrible. I'll show you. Here, let's see if this looks good. This is my little corner here. Does not look super hot. Looks like a couple of chairs. I can get those out of the way. Get this computer out of the way. So the whole point is that we got to make it look friendly. Got to add some music type things to it. I got to get bags full of wires out of the way. Nobody wants those. Got a lot of chairs. These are the most corporate looking chairs in the world. If you have a more corporate looking chair, I'd like to know. You like NEC Live Learning. All right. Yeah. Have you ever followed a streamer or watched a streamer who did live learning? Like people basically tip them and they learn a piece right on the air. I got to get rid of these corporate chairs. We got to keep one. People got to be able to play. Let's push this over here. Good, it's out of the way. Let's see. You can talk to me about whether you like any of the look of any of this. That's the whole point of today's stream, is we're starting with this. And then our next stream, we're just going to be bringing in faculty and performers, musicians all over the place. Oh, okay. I assume you're saying no about you haven't heard of live learning. Have you seen those musicians? McDoodle's one. There are a couple of violinists who do this on Twitch, who they play music all the time and they take requests. And then what happens is somebody they pay for the requests, right? That's how they make a living. So they're putting in a request, and sometimes they request a song that they don't know. So they pay extra and the person learns it on camera, because you know that makes people a little nervous. Okay, so let's get this stuff out of the way. I got all manner of things we can add. Number one, I found this lying around the office. It's huge and a little ridiculous. What do you think? Should I keep this monster? Is this too big? Or a little wild? I don't know. If I'm sitting here, you know, playing, or I've got somebody in here, violinist in here, are they gonna feel bad? You know, sitting next to this, are they going to feel, I feel like this one, if I were over here, she's just kind of creepily staring at me. But, you know, maybe somebody's into that. Whoa. Huh. Interesting. My Twitch feed seems really slow. Really, really slow. All right, so I got this giant poster. It's pretty thick too. I got this thing. This is adorable, right? Because there's nothing says music learning like kids sword fighting with bows. I would like to encourage people to be as dangerous as possible with their instruments. Technically, no. I'm pretty sure that any violinist who's heard me say that is probably going to be offended. Other things you've recently done. Weber Clarinet Concertina. That's great. That's a rite of passage. I'm going to keep asking this. Are you planning on playing it in a specific concert? That Weber's super fun. There's a really wonderful arrangement of the orchestra part of the Weber for concert band. Yeah? So you could play it with your school concert band. To me, that sounds fun. What else we got? I don't know if you know NEC very well, but our school mascot is the penguin. The lights are a little low in here right now, but this is our school mascot. He's adorable. He, she, I don't know. I probably shouldn't be assuming the penguin's gender. So we've got also some bits. We've got some bits here that we used using the hall with the piano. This probably can't see it from there. So I'm going to show some other options. We've got posters from concerts I've done. I'm going to switch here. Okay, we've got posters from concerts I've played and groups I've done. I'll try to make it so you can actually see this. Do you think this one should go up? We've got another one I did at NYU. Wow, wow. at NYU. This one, aha, director of prep. I'm in my office, so they're cleaning things. This was a concert I did. Oh, there I am, here, standing just over a railroad track. I don't know. Musicians in New York, we're always doing something strange. Right now I'm in Boston though. So the clarinet choir, I had nothing to do with the All University Jazz Ensemble, and this was from NYU, so maybe showing it at NEC is going to be bad. See the lights flickering in the back, cleaning the office behind me. Just threw some nails all over the floor. This is one of my favorites because it's super creepy. Any problems with this? You have any concerns with this at all? Usually people see this and have an immediate reaction. This was from a concert I did in Ukraine before the war. And what was I playing? Let's see. So clarinet, it's always hard for me to remember. This one was Copeland. I don't speak Russian or read Cyrillic, but it is a little strange, right? Yeah, got the all-seeing eye. You also have a little strange, the, oh, there we go, hair, actual hair. Yeah, that's before I gave up on the chrome dome. It's pretty smooth up there now. So, let's see, dropping nails. Don't want to step on those. Where are you going to play the Weber? What's the goal with the Weber? It's a wonderful piece. Every young clarinetist has to play the Weber. So what's your plan with it? Aha, another one. Another NYU one. Another one. So I played a concerto. Well, not really. I gave the world premiere of a Elliott Carter piece that he actually wrote for English horn, and I played it with their orchestra. So I thought about putting those up in here and make things a little less antiseptic, a little more festive. I have this this thing that a friend of mine sent me, who actually used to work at NEC many years ago, and it is, my understanding, anybody reads Japanese, please put it in the chat. I would appreciate it. Something like fall down 9 times, stand up 10, or maybe 7 times or 8. I don't know the numbers, but basically stand up more times than you fall down is the gist of it. So, whew, yes, I like that. I like that. I want to check in, make sure I'm not missing anything here. No. We're doing pretty well. So I'm thinking about putting that one up. And then because I don't put them up in my apartment, should I put these up? All right, JJ, what's your opinion? Should all of this go up? None of this go up? Are there things you think, no, this is too cheesy? Or no, maybe putting up some Christmas lights would be good. What's your opinion? I need something other than mine. And just because I'm making poor decisions tonight, I have a hammer. So I feel like that wall looks like it should have things put in it. I feel like this wall looks like it should have some things put in it. To be quite fair, it's push pins can go in there. So we might be okay there. Yo, I'm going to say the real or Lime Bandit. I think Lime Bandit. Lime Bandit's a little more fun. How's it going, Lime Bandit? You doing all right on Twitch? Welcome to the stream. You show up and I've already got a hammer and a slightly wild look in my eye. That's the way to start. We are setting up a stream for the New England Conservatory of Music. I've convinced them to get into streaming, and we need to make it not look so rough in here. I mean, this room, you see, this room looks rough, right? You've got some propaganda from classical musicians. You missed more propaganda for classical musicians. I mean, basically, these guys are look a little violent, sword fighting. They're adorable. They're adorable kids. And I'm not sure why this even exists, but it's fun. Almost life size. Almost life size. Violinists, bunch of violinists, and a conductor at the end. Trying to figure out what I should do to improve. All right, JJ says that I should add some coziness via these lights. We can definitely do that. Bandit, did you show up and I was just holding a hammer looking wild? That's good. You're a modern day rapper. Oh, is that you do it for a living? That's the way people react when I say I'm a clarinetist. They're like, can you do that for a living? I know you can rap for a living. But what kinds of things do you rap about? Can you teach someone rap? I bet you can. I mean, I think most people probably listen a lot. And if you spent too much time watching 8 Mile, you think that must be exactly the way it goes, right? But what do you do? Not something you would hear in soul music. Oh, it's way better practice in coziness. Okay, JJ, yeah. Sometimes I'll practice on stream. Right now I'm setting it up for when professionals come in. I want them to be streaming, but cozy's good. I think they could be cozy. The lights feel a little antiseptic. They could possibly have a little more color. Line Bandit, can't describe your style. I love it. Well, who are the musicians you love to hear? That's it. Musicians, rappers. I mean, I assume I consider rappers musicians, but who do you love to hear just rapping? Juice WRLD. Ken Carson. I don't know Ken Carson at all. Should I be checking out Ken Carson? Is that how I need to spend tomorrow? I got to make a note. All the people in my office are going to be confused when I'm adding a note right now. Ken Carson. Great. Done. I'll say that that would not keep me from liking someone's music. Religion won't be a problem. Oh, I guess I set my some kind of filter. Sorry, I'm pretty new to streaming, Bandit, so I appreciate you understanding that I'm not entirely sure about the moderation settings, but we'll see. Hey, JJ, what about all of the photos? Do you think I should be like putting them up, having them here, or some up there? If you were coming in, what would you want to see? Or if you were a performer, this is everybody's chance. I also had some like colored stuff, some colored lights, NEC lights. Send a song. Well, do you stream, Bandit? Can we catch it on one of your streams or your YouTube channel? I love it. I love everybody's making music. I don't know with this. I'm not an interior designer, so I'm really desperate for you guys to give me some to give me some ideas for the way I should improve it. You like the photos, even the one with the all-seeing eye. Even this one. Should I have this one just over my shoulder so anybody who comes in is like slightly confused about what's going on? Oh, you used to stream and your PC broke. Sorry to hear about that. Well, hopefully you can get it repaired, get back online, get back making music. Maybe you can put it on Bandcamp or something like that. Is that, yeah. Yeah, or your YouTube channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? So All right, let's see. Let's see. Maybe like in here, like have them behind me kind of spread out. Yeah, I got four like this. Do we think that 1, 2, 3, 4, that seems pretty well spaced, maybe, ish. I'm just concerned about like how to get them up without destroying anything. You're on all platforms. Great. That's great. And is your name on all the platforms the same as this one here, Bandit? Oh man. So I'm gonna start making noise. The audio okay? When I start hitting, it's probably gonna create some really loud stuff. Maybe start pinging. Slime Bandit. Ah, okay, that makes perfect sense. The real Slime Bandit. Okay. All right. Let's see. Maybe, all right, I'm gonna try something lame, like really lame. Rather than a nail, I'm gonna try, and the audio is still okay on this, I assume? I'm not peaking, anything like that. I'm gonna try right here. I have this push pin. I know that's not the safest, but I just don't know. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. Let's see. What do you think? It's there. Slightly fuzzy if I get out of the way. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. All right. And just keep trying more of them. Our facilities people will just tear me a new one later. Unless I get fired, then, you know, I'll be gone. So I'm not measuring because I'm apparently not smart enough to measure. Yep. All right, let's try this one. That's about right. Yep. There we go. Just made a mark on the wall with the thing. So you should be able to get this one the same height. Yes. 2. Working on it. Okay. Ah, JJ, I missed your longer chat. Plan on auditioning for a youth soloist concerto competition with your city symphony orchestra. And if you don't get that, you might do concert band arrangement for a soloist competition at your city's concert band. That's great. I think you do both, right? I think you got to do both. I think that's the you know, why cut them off? It's the same piece on your end, right? That Weber. Are you already working the heck out of those last couple of pages? Those last 2 pages are hard, especially all the in the. I think I'm always thinking about B, D. It's a little wild. The first time I played that was not as the soloist. I was playing in the concert band version. I was playing 3rd clarinet, I think, in Brevard, North Carolina at the Brevard Music Center. And Steve Cohen was playing the solo, and he's done it so good. Really, really good. And I thought, yeah, that's what I want to sound like. And now I don't sound like him, but I sound pretty good. So when is, JJ, when is that audition for your youth solo concerto competition? When do you have to be like ready to go? Really hitting on all cylinders. And while you let us know, we're going to put up this one. Clarinet choir, the nerdiest of choirs. Okay. I got to find another device to help me get it in. Here we go. All right. So we're looking at here. Uh-oh. I see. This one's a little bit different. This one's going to be a little bit different. Again, I'm eyeballing it. Yes. My eyeballs are working. That is a little strange. So let's see. My eyeballs are working. All right, so clarinet choir. Now here's the problem. You can see the reflection of the lights. It's a bit much, right? I'll have to think about how to deal with that. Nothing like having glass. I could just remove the shiny part maybe. November. To me, that's like, it might as well be tomorrow. Getting in there tomorrow. What are you already playing it for your teacher? Are you already making sure that you know each one of those variations? All right, while you answer, now here's this one. This one's going to be the odd one out. This one doesn't go this way, it goes this way. And this one was Composers Ensemble that I taught at NYU. And here's what's really interesting. So many of these people have gone on to do really well. Susanna Hancock is a wonderful composer. Dylan Adler is a comedian now. I saw him on After Midnight, that show that Taylor Tomlinson does. Pretty funny. I saw him live in Long Island City a couple of years ago. Pretty funny. Good stuff. Lovely human being. Pretty good composer. Young. Zach Lavender was recording a bunch of albums before he ever graduated. Michael Vince is a wonderful composer out in the West at this point. Benny Paulson turned out to have moved along and gone to the New England Conservatory, where I am right now, causing problems, and decided to get his master's degree here. So when I came here and became head of or director of adult education, Benny Paulson's name was recommended to me, and I was super happy to hire him upon the recommendation of our composition department chair. It was wonderful. You're getting a second teacher for the summer, Fabian Hewley. I don't know. That means that I've got to go look up. It's always nice to know. Ooh, all right. Actually, let's see. All right. Went to the Conservatorio della Svizzera Italiana. All right, let's see if I can get this right. I'm gonna try something. Nope, that's not it. But what we're gonna do is go here, and we're gonna look them up. There we go. So, all right. Oh, is this clarinetmasterclass.com? Is that his website? This is it's Instagram, study online. This is in 2024. JJ, are you going to be studying with him in your neighborhood, in your city, or are you going to be studying with him online? It looks like he does quite a bit online as well. Solo clarinetist with the Cairo Symphony. I already looked at this. That's great. How's and are you super impressed with his playing? Let's see. Here's this bio from the Italiana. Great head of hair. Absolutely stunning head of hair. I think I gotta maybe make this a little bit smaller. There we go. There, that's prettier, right? So we can see his stunning head of hair. Okay, Zurich Youth Symphony, Zurich University of the Arts. Matthias Müller. I know his teacher, Matthias Müller. And his teacher's a wonderful musician, an astonishing bass clarinet player. And he actually built this, he took a Selmer bass clarinet, and with grants from his university and I believe also from the Swiss government, put basically computers into the bass clarinet. It has sensors on every single key, accelerometers, so it can get all this data from the bass clarinet, and he can play all this crazy music, and the music that the computer is making at the same time as he is playing the bass clarinet, they respond back and forth to each other. And he can even change the sound of the music coming out of the computer just by turning the bass clarinet this way. So his teacher, very good, and I know his teacher, Matthias Mueller, teaches really wonderful students. So I'm guessing that Fabian Huli, I am totally mispronouncing it. He can come back and tell me. It's probably quite good. Several competitions. That's great. How, and this is a question for me that I have. How did you find him as a teacher? Like, you just went looking online for a clarinet teacher and you found him? While you're answering that, I almost forgot. Got to get this guy up. Okay. So we're going to put it over here. I think it needs to, I think it should be the same top. Let's see, what are we doing? Yep, there we go. Pretty good, pretty good. Suddenly feeling very weak. All right. What, oh, nope. All right, so something I didn't consider at all in all of this is that the lights are going to make a mess. I'll have to figure that out. People can figure that out all the time. Maybe just move the lights higher. I don't know. But already things are starting to look a little better. Let's check the room as a whole. Okay, all right. Not perfect, but getting better. I do wonder about these guys, right? Things are a little sloppy. If this were up here, might look a little better. Something about just being on the floor doesn't quite work. All right, guys, I know you can't see my face, but I am reminding everybody we're taking a first stab at getting NEC's new music education stream going. NEC, New England Conservatory of Music in Boston. It's a very old independent conservatory. New England Conservatory is going to be streaming. In fact, we'll call this the first stream for NEC's new music education streaming series. So I'm prepping on this just so it doesn't look ugly. But then we're going to be mobile all over the school. Who knows? We might leave Boston at some point and visit New York for some streams. Oh, JJ, you haven't started lessons yet, but on the search for good clarinet YouTubers among all you, and him was the best. So I saw his masterclass, and you saw they gave lessons. That's great. Wanted to ask because you're a little uneasy when you found out about him. Well, I saw on one of those websites he offers a free 30-minute lesson. So why don't you take that lesson and see how it goes? And, you know, ask him if you can record it so your mom can watch it. She can see how he acts. You're getting a second teacher for the summer. Why a second teacher for the summer? What about your first teacher? Is your first teacher like too busy and not able to teach you during the summer? I'm gonna go over here while you answer that question. Okay. I know that this is not what I'm doing right now, is absolutely not what your interior design friends would suggest for making the most beautiful backgrounds, but so I'm doing it anyway. We can always change it. I still don't know what to do with these guys. Like, there's just something about it that works, but it's a little bendy. It's a little too much. If I could maybe I can do that. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see. Not at the moment. I think it's not exactly right for this area. But better? What do you think? Definitely already looks better behind me. I had these letters, the NEC, that I was going to put here, back here, but they disappeared, and they were light up. It was really cute. What are we doing? Well, I will say, JJ, because I am the director of adult ed at New England Conservatory, we are going to be doing, we're going to be advertising online lessons through the conservatory. We could probably find a way to arrange that, but I don't want to begrudge Fabienne and Matthias's, my friend Matthias's student, a student, but you're welcome to check in with me if you'd like. You can get a hold of me through ee@necmusic.edu, and we can see what options you want to have. Your teacher wasn't pushing you as far as you can be pushed. I'm not saying he wasn't. I mean, like Brahms and Weber, but he was very lenient. You know, the person who needs to push to continue. It sounds like you're ambitious, and you need a teacher who's gonna. It sounds like you want a teacher who wants to push you. It sounds like you want a teacher who is willing to push you as far as your ambition can go. Does that sound about right? That's a lot. Do you want to see? I know that not everybody is. Everybody knows New England Conservatory. What I can do is give you. Let's get back to this. Let's try this. Give you just a little bit of an idea. So if we were going to look at the conservatory's faculty, just go, this is the whole conservatory's faculty. Let's go just clarinet. Clarinet, and this is necmusic.edu. So these are our faculty. I'm going to start with the most obvious. Oh, went a little wild there. One sec. There we go. I'm going to start with the most obvious. Are there any names that you recognize here? Scrolling up and down. For me, the names that I recognize right away. William R. Hudgens here on the right. He is the principal clarinetist of the Boston Symphony. He has been principal clarinetist, the first clarinetist with the Boston Symphony since 1994, a few years before I moved to Boston the first time. And with the Boston Symphony, he's played Copland Concerto, Bruch Double, Frank Martin's Concerto for Seven Winds. I mean, so many things. Made a lot of recordings with the Boston Symphony. I mean, he's one of the top clarinet players in the world. The Boston Symphony is a big deal. And he studied with Harold Wright. That's lovely. At Boston University. That's right away a name that I recognize. He is not available for teaching online lessons through our program. Oh no, I lost our clarinet players. Let me go back. Not drums, no. Here we go, clarinet. Okay, Chris El Chico here. He's the second clarinetist with the Boston Symphony. Lovely human being. Has to be a great player to be second clarinetist of the Boston Symphony. I will say I haven't heard him play very much. I'll come back to Cayenne in just a moment. Thomas Martin was my teacher. when I was a student here many years ago. He's the assistant principal with the Boston Symphony and principal of the Boston Pops. Kai-Yun Liu is a wonderful clarinetist as well. I knew Kai-Yun Liu very well. Principal of Atlantic Symphony here in the Boston area, plays with the BSO, the Boston Symphony, and the Pops a lot. Look at all of these orchestras she's played with. It's crazy. So she's quite good, really quite good. And these are just the first few I've named. I'm going to try to go back. Let's see, is it gonna let me go back? Without, we're losing all the clarinets. Let's go back to the clarinets, not drums, clarinets. There we go. So here for classical clarinet, Christian Baverstam, ooh, somebody can correct me. And Ryan Urey are teaching clarinet. If you, in our department, in the prep school and in expanded ed, you should go to this page and you should check out Richard Stoltzman, famous soloist, one of the most famous soloists of the last 100 years. Richard Shaughnessy is also a well-respected clarinetist and freelancer in the Boston area. Andrew Sandwick is actually, I believe, the bass clarinetist with the Boston Symphony. So these are the clarinetists we have on faculty with the whole conservatory, the college and expanded ed. But we have so many in the college that aren't necessarily available to the expanded ed side, where we teach some lessons online. I also teach lessons online. I just put something on my calendar today to finally submit my bio and picture for this page, because I've been just so busy and I've only had a little bit of time to teach, but up until now, but I've, put it on my schedule for Friday to send in. So that's like the kinds of clarinet players we have here. I don't want to begrudge you your work with this other clarinet teacher, but if you wanted to work online with somebody from our faculty, I'd be happy to help. Just email ee@necmusic.edu and we'll see what we can do. Okay, you were talking about lights to make it cozy. I'm not sure where to put the lights. I think I need to think about it. Where the lights are going to go, like along maybe the bottom of here. One of the oh no, there's an outlet right here, so that's pretty good. There are no more outlets on this side of the room, so that's going to be kind of that's going to dictate what we can do. Let's see. Let's make sure that they work. Yeah. Christmas lights in June. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang them lightly without attaching them into anything, and you can tell me if we're heading in the right direction or the wrong direction. I don't know. And whether or not I'm gonna drop any lightly attached wall hangings. Very lightly attached wall hangings. All right, feeling cozy enough? Feeling cozy enough? I don't know. Put this in here. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. What do you think? Anybody else? Anybody has any opinions? Christmas lights? Right now it's kind of making things look a little wild. I think I got to be careful with the Christmas lights. Looks good? Cristiano, you think so? All right, JJ, I think you're going to win. Let's go back to the room. All right, here we go. Well, you can't see all of it, but you can see the mess. So we'll go back to this one. I'm a little concerned about this guy not being on straight. Okay. All right. All right. If you think it looks good. Cristiano, are you a musician? If so, tell us what you play, what you sing. That's what we're talking about here. We're musicians. JJ's a clarinetist. I'm a clarinetist. Feel free. We're setting up the stream, so feel free to let me know how my audio is. If you have any suggestions, I think these lights maybe it's too white. Needs maybe to warm it up a little bit. Maybe can string these guys over here. Thinking about that. I'm doing it very temporary right now, so we can see, you know. Oh, I don't know. It's very temporary. You guys can go here on the chair. All right. JJ, how do you inquire about them? All of these clarinet players? Oh, sorry, I missed one. Lessons with those clarinets would be good. I think your mom would probably be a little happier. Shoot me that email. Email at the letters at necmusic.edu, and they'll make sure it gets to me. And we'll talk about what we can, who we can find that would be a good option for you. Happy to do that for you. Cristiano learning flute. Great. What are you playing? What are you learning flute for? Just your own fun? Are you looking to be part of a flute gang? I don't know. Why else do people learn an instrument? Not to be, sometimes it's to get attention from the opposite sex. Sometimes that happens. I don't know. That's not been my experience as a clarinet player. Most people are a little concerned about that. Whew. Okay. To improve your lungs. Yeah, that'll help. The flute and the tuba need the most air, and then the flute, the air just dissipates. On the clarinet, you get a lot of backstopping. I have a question for you guys. Can you hear my computer's fan? I was working with like some noise suppression, and working with a compressor on this audio. Can you hear the fan? Does the audio sound okay? Oh, Cristiano, you can't hear the fan. Great. Cristiano, you're studying gavotte. Who wrote the gavotte? Who's this composer? That gavotte it's a type of dance. So I hope you and your teacher are working on making that dance. Cristiano, JJ gave their opinion, so now it's your turn. We're going to be naming New England Conservatory of Music's new streaming channels. And so far we're thinking NEC Live Learn or NEC Live Learning, something like that. What do you think? Any other suggestions? What do you like? Is there anybody you would want to hear on this? We're going to be having so many of our faculty coming in, talking, playing, teaching online. So this is the very beginning. We're just trying to get some input, and you're here on the ground floor. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in for this. But I desperately need good ideas. I'm terrible at naming things. If I have a child, the name is probably going to be child. And, at a certain point, it will sue me for emancipation. All right, let's see. What's next on my list? I have to make sure. All right, background visuals, worked on it. It's a little not so hot, right? My background visuals, I think I need to improve. I think there's plenty to improve there. But we're getting a little cozier. JJ, cozy is the right word? Let's see. What can we do What can we do for these seams? Oh, sounds good. Just maybe spell it out. NEC. Computers and video games, but not music. Right. NEC, I believe it was Nippon Electronics Corporation, right? Well, for us, here, NEC is New England Conservatory. That is, here, let's see. I'm gonna do this again. That is this place, New England Conservatory. If I were to look up New England Conservatory, there we go. You get to see all manner of things, but the images, look at this concert hall. Look how beautiful. Oh, no, I just want to see the concert hall. Show me that concert hall. Look at this. This is where the students get to play all the time. It's called Jordan Hall. That's crazy. I get to play here when I was really young, but you can fit a full orchestra on that stage. It's nuts. It was founded, in 1867. So 158 years old. In fact, the prep school alone, the preparatory division, is 75 years old this fall. So teaching kids for 75 years. But it's been around a long time. We have programs in jazz. We have programs in classical music. We have programs in something called CMA, which are, it's called Contemporary Musical Arts. It's a very serious sounding name, but all your singer-songwriters, improvisers who aren't necessarily jazz. Lake Street Dive came from NEC, but that's what it is. So spell it out. You think it should say New England Conservatory Live Learn or New England Conservatory of Music. All right. I'm going to write that down. That's really long though, right? When you're on Twitch, New England Conservatory of Music Live Learn seems like a lot. I think they spent a lot of time on the branding for NEC. I hope. Do you think that's too long? What do you think? Let me know. Weigh in. Let's see. What else do I need in the background for this? Here's the initial background. Here's the other one, right? This is going to be a place where we can be cozy. One place we're going to be streaming is going to be that hall that you saw, Jordan Hall in Boston. We'll stream in there sometimes. We'll stream in some of our other halls, Williams Hall, Brown Hall, Pierce Hall, Burns Hall. That's a lot of halls. We also have hallways that lead to halls. My sense of humor is not always humorous. Also, actually, I'm gonna do this. Can you tell me? I have these other microphones here. Let me see. Let me get this chair, which is getting pretty cozy. I think you're right, JJ, Cristiano. I think you're right. I think the coziness is important. I have these two other microphones. You can see those, right? You see all the wires too. Cable management. Somewhere, Steve from Gamers Nexus just had a small heart attack based on the cable management that is in my office. So these microphones are for instrumental music. Now I want to see what happens. I'm going to unmute those microphones and mute my lav mic. Can you hear me? How does this sound? I don't have any compressors or gates or noise suppression on this, and I'm running it through a pretty swanky interface. How does it sound now? And I've got stereo. Let's try this. Can you hear me in stereo? Can you hear me in crazy stereo now? How's the stereo? All right, how does that sound? Audio quality pretty good on those on these guys. I could just sing like this. You can hear you a bit low. Okay, all right. Let me see. Let me get back into that and see what was going on. Room. How about now? Is that a little bit higher? If I were speaking with a lot of effort and a lot of sound, is that better? If I were playing clarinet, it might be this loud. Okay, now it's just yelling. Lots of yelling. What do you think? Does that sound a little bit higher? Did you hear it in stereo before? Or is it all mono and coming out from the center? I wonder. I can experiment with that. But we're going to have these microphones set up so if a guitarist comes in, they're going to get great audio. And we have, if a violinist comes in, great audio. We're really heading in the right direction, I think. What about these scenes? I'm thinking that this kind of lighting looks okay, but maybe not so much this. This is a lot of shadows here, a lot from here. I wonder if I can mix this up this way. I can do away with some of that. Do away, no, not much, right? Let's see. It's a little bit better. Still kind of dark. What if I how about this? Is the color bad here? What about the color here? Stereo sounds good. Bit louder. Yeah, I was really kind of yelling into the microphones. Stereo sounds good, better. All right. Is this really soft? I've got it boosting and compressing, so it should be fitting me within a level that doesn't hurt. But I'm also a soft talker. I'm not much of a yeller. Let's see what's going on. Am I missing anything? JJ, are you off practicing? Are you practicing right now? Getting your Weber in? A lot of F major, a lot of F, if I remember this correctly, F dominant seventh chords, like arpeggios and F dominant seventh arpeggios, resolving to B flat. All right, Cristiano, I really appreciate this. Do you think the light is better here with this overhead light and this kind of room light, or do you prefer like a little bit darker, a little bit moodier? We've got this going behind, but then we end up with this back here, and I feel like I might need another light source like over here to light up whoever's here. What's your opinion on that? You like the room light? All right, love it. And we still have the coziness, right? Looking a little pool-like, JJ. Email looked correct that I put in the comments. Oh, sorry, did I miss it? Oh, JJ, you know, it may be not allowing your email to come through the comments. I will see. It should let me put in an email, necmusic.edu. All right, I bet you can see that, right? Yeah, it doesn't show me, I think, hyperlinks or emails or HTML or those. But now you should be seeing, it looks like it let me put in the email because I'm, a mod of my own channel. Are you seeing it here? Room light. Cristiano, I appreciate it. it's probably too moody before, right? If I do these room lights, I can get a little swanky and get some more coloring in with these other lights. Let's see. Let's see if you like this. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh. Oh, how about this? It kind of looks like I'm having some sickness, or maybe my viewers are in a dream state of some sort. It's a little bit strange, right? Let's see. Seems like a gaming podcast now, because they're all the same colors, right? The gaming podcasts. Do you prefer this, or let's see, that's too fuchsia, I think. Oh, we can keep going in that direction. Now if I make crazy eyes. That's not even a gaming podcast at that point. That's somebody's terrifying dream. So maybe I'll just warm it up a little bit then. Or maybe I'm sick to my stomach, feeling a little green like that. Always works. That's fine. I'm just trying to look for something that looks a bit fun. We'll go with maybe this. This seems warm-ish. I'm that guy who's going to be constantly fiddling with everything all the time, unless I have a guest that I can really talk to and we can really dig in. I'm just going to be constantly looking for ways to improve the stream, improve the technology of the stream. Let's see. Oh, I didn't show you guys. I'm gonna show you some stingers. You let me know what you think. So if I got to go away. Okay, what about those stingers? I kind of like that one. And then my Be Right Back I made yesterday. I'm just a clarinet player. I appreciate that, Cristiano. I really do. Being able to look at any of that is to make it look reasonable and related to music is my idea of a good time. I have what else? I have my starting soon, which I put up at the beginning. Tell me if you like this one. Hi, Jeffrey. Thanks for coming. I wasn't starting soon. I was just showing JJ and Cristiano the stingers I made and some of the animations I have for the stream. We are building a stream for New England Conservatory of Music. I have convinced them to get into the streaming world, and we're going to be streaming music education live and free to people on Twitch and YouTube, and we'll expand from there. I know we'll definitely hit Facebook for the olds like me, and if my computer doesn't completely disintegrate, we'll also go to Instagram and TikTok, and we'll multi-stream across everything. But we are in my office at New England Conservatory in Boston, and been looking at microphones. I have this one, checking levels. I just put these frames up about 40 minutes ago, some of them or less. I don't know, JJ, I'm losing track of time. And the lights, JJ and Cristiano think that the lights seem cozy, so they want them. Jeffrey, thanks for listening from Philadelphia. You're not so far away. You could get up here in like 6 hours. JJ, it looks Like if there was a live performance, they were recording and it went to intermission. Very good. Oh, great. I'm so happy. I will tell you that all of these pictures that I was showing are on campus. They are the halls where we have concerts. So this stream that we're setting up here right now in my office is just for when we're going to be in my office, super cozy. But sometimes if I'm going to be talking to a pianist, we're going to be where there's a piano, and I'll have the microphones in the piano. He'll have a lav mic, and we can talk and he can play and he can teach. And I want the audience to be able to ask questions, and chat can harass our pianist and get information from him. So that's where we are. Jeffrey, you missed all the lights. I got a little weird, decided on some of the colors. Christiana walked me back from the ledge, said I was looking a bit like a gamer podcast, which is okay, except I'm not a gamer. I played like Super Mario Brothers poorly when I was a kid. And Mario had a tennis. Mario Tennis was probably what it was called. I was terrible. I was okay at that, but not great. I was terrible at all the Super Marios. And then when Halo first came out, I played a little Halo on a friend's Xbox, and I was like, oh, this is fun. And then that was it. So maybe we can be gaming. What are you doing tonight, Jeffrey? What are you doing on Twitch? How did you find your way to me today? Oh, so many screens. I don't have enough USB ports on my computer right now that I can't have my third screen. But we'll get there. JJ's practicing some Poulenc right now. JJ, which movement? First or second? I'm guessing. Second movement's beautiful for staying, really working on tone, learning how to play really softly in tune. But that first movement has a lot of things that need to be practiced, a lot of technical things. I also want to ask Cristiano and Jeffrey. Can you see the all-seeing eye up here? Is that something that you think is normal for a concert program? The all-seeing eye? It's a little strange. Jeffrey, watching music and YouTube. That's great. I just showed up in the search. Wonderful. Happy to see it. I feel like you've been on this stream before. You cannot see it. All right, Christiana, I'll get it. Try not to mess up the, messed up the lights. So this is from a concert I did many years ago. You can tell it's many years ago because there's a wisp of hair. There's not even a wisp there. But I asked my friends, and this was in Kharkiv, in the eastern part of Ukraine. They've really seen a lot of damage from the war, really gotten bombed, and everybody I knew there seems to have fled from Kharkiv. And this was a concert I did before the war with the orchestra, one of the orchestras in Kharkiv. They were very kind to have me back a few times. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you for being subscribed. Thank you. And the first thing they did was put this all-seeing eye along with this photo of me. I mean, I still think I'm cute. I wear contacts now, but the all-seeing eye, and I just thought that was a little odd. I thought maybe, you know, some of our local homegrown conspiracy theorists might see it and have some concerns with that. So it's one of my favorite. I'll keep it. But, you know, some friendship concert between the two. Jeffrey, are you practicing anything tonight while I put this back? What's everybody practicing? Cristiano, where's your flute practice? All right. Almost there. Yes. And cozy. Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to be playing clarinet tonight, just to warn everybody, to threaten you with the clarinet. It's mostly about getting this stream set up. It seems like we've got a good bit of it set, and I really appreciate the help. Jeffrey working on piano. That's great. Any particular pieces? Any songs? Any tunes? Sonatas, concertos, samba? What you playing? It's getting hot in here. My AC's not on, and this computer's kicking up a lot of heat. Just gotta keep hydrated. Whew. All right. JJ, Jeffrey, Cristiano, I have questions. I need you to, chords and scales, love it, Jeffrey. Absolutely. That means you're really working to be the best you can be. You're trying to make the fundamentals strong. I love it. I'm going to have a chance to draw in some of the world's greatest musicians, to talk to them, to bring them on stream. And I need to know from you, what do you want to hear? Who do you want to hear? If you want to know like who you have as a choice, you can go to necmusic.edu. Let me make sure that I have I can send you directly to the faculty page. Let's see. Did I do this right? Yes. necmusic.edu/faculty. Ooh, maybe I can just put it in chat. If you go there, you're going to see all of our faculty. What I'm trying to figure out is, who do you want to see? Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to ask questions? Who do you want to hear perform? I'm just starting to put together the schedule, starting to get a hold of these musicians and get you access. And it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. There is Cristiano. Nice to meet the flutist and violinist. Oh, Cristiano, your wife plays the violin. She's studying Bach air on a G string for duet. Wonderful. That's great. Record it. Send it my way. Send it to necmusic.edu and they'll get it to me. Tell them Chris Bush wants to hear my recording. But we have so many. We have just our flute. Here, I'll show you. Just our flute faculty is wild. Look at that. Well, Aldo's the recorder player, but all these flute faculty, and some of them are super famous. Paula Robeson's, oh, you can't see her because of my giant head. I will make myself a little bit smaller so you can see Paula. Nope, here's what I'll do. Paula Robeson's wildly famous. Soloist, played Lincoln Center, founded Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, was co-director of Spoleto in the US, that's down in Charleston. Huge career as a soloist. So, and that's just one of our flute teachers. Sorry, looking back up. Oh, the way the website works is I have to no, not guitar, flute. There we go. To get back to our flute players. There's so many. We have some from the Boston Symphony. We have lots of freelancers around town. Nina Barwell wrote a great book about flute. Oh, JJ, you have to go make an email, hopefully get some lessons with some of you guys. Sure, JJ. Well, as long as you get what you need. Do whatever you need. But have a great night. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for helping out with the stream, helping build it. I know we're not trying to, we're trying to look a little fancy in some ways, but not too fancy in others. But if Cristiano, Jeffrey, anybody else that's out there, if you guys have somebody you want to hear on stream, you want me to invite any instrument. We got klezmer, we got, look at all the instruments. French horn, Irish fiddle, oboe, oud, percussion, trombone, tuba, viola, violin, voice. That's just the instrumental faculty. If we're going to get wild and talk to conductors, look, we got conducting faculty too. It's a little bit old. We don't have our new Giuliano Aniceto, who's our head of conducting here. Thank you, Cristiano. Really appreciate this. Working hard. I will tell you, the word conservatory might imply to a lot of people conservative. And I'm trying to get us into the 21st century, trying to make sure that everybody can hear these wonderful musicians. Have a great night, Cristiano. Hopefully I'll see you very soon. We're going to start with weekly streams and expand to more than once weekly. I think that was pretty good. We got a good bit going here, right? We got our a few scenes set up. We got the room. You can see the room here. You can see my very shiny head. We've got the interview with background, some lights, some cozy lights, and we've got the screen capture. Oh, I lost this. What happened? I lost it. Let's get it back up there. There we go. So we're making progress. Making progress. I hope that that I can improve it a little each time. That's the goal. I hope you'll help. Give me your opinions. I know that's dangerous. You ask a bunch of musicians their opinions, but I want them. And thanks for your help. I think we're gonna call it a night. I have one last pretty thing to show you, my end screen. So have a great night, everybody. We'll be right back at this very soon. Good night.